Yo, it's ya boy Garfacio, and I'm back with another Pokémon Legends ZA DLC stream. We are streaming the Mega Dimensions DLC right here, right now, folks. This will be the second stream dedicated to it. What up? Who do we have in the chat? Let's see. All right, we have my boy. Alright, let me look. We have my boy Coffington. What up, Coffington? I've not seen you in a while. Sup, dude? What up? Okay, wait, where's my mouse? Give me a second. I'm trying to scroll through the chat. Okay, hold up. I'm trying to connect my mouse. The mouse not connecting. We're having a lot of tech issues today. Seriously. Give me a second. In the meantime, let me know, how have you guys been? How have you guys been? Are you getting ready for the holidays? Big season ahead. Yeah, I don't know, like, my mouse is like not working. Give me a second. I'm gonna fix my mouse real quick. In the meantime, let me know in chat. And once I'm back, I'll read some messages. You guys have been sending a bunch of messages. But let me quickly fix my mouse. Alright, I'm back. Your boy's back. Huh, my mouse is still not working, strangely. You know what? I'll just open the YouTube chat, and I'll read the messages over there. Okay, what are you guys saying? Oh, by the way, do you guys hear the audio in-game? Let me know. Is the audio working? Can you hear, like, the music in the background playing? All the sounds? Let me know. Okay, you guys in chat, what are you saying? So we got my boy Gasser. What up, Gasser? Kurum. What up, Kurum? My boy Kurum saying shiny Latios and Latios are real. My dream has come true. Bro, I saw that just today. Apparently, certain shiny Pokemon you can shiny hunt. They're not shiny locked, but the majority are. So, Latios, Latias, Terrakion, Cobalion, and Phyrexian, those 5 Pokemon are not shiny locked. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's because they are roaming Pokemon. So they roam around and they aren't like stationary and static, and you have to come to them while they wait. So that's like the difference. Roaming Pokemon tend to be shiny huntable, and aren't locked. But that's awesome. Sadly, it's only those Pokemon, though, from the looks of it. But shiny, getting a shiny Latios and Latias is awesome. I'm going to shiny hunt those for sure, without a doubt. Especially because you have, like, the donuts, which you can bake. And those will increase the chances at encountering a shiny. So, yeah, it should be pretty doable, right? We got my boy Gaster. Got any more recommendations, Gar? Oh, you mean the help with the hacking situation? Yeah, I'm not sure. You did what you could, I think, and you just have to wait for a reply. If it won't work, I don't know where the hacker's able to find you. Maybe you just change your passwords, right? Make sure you're safe and use double encryption. So on Discord, you have an option for your passwords to be protected with another layer of protection, and that is called enabling like a double encryption. So if you do that, you will be one step safer against hacking and all sorts of other stuff. So make sure to do that. And if possible, maybe make another server, move the server if it's not too much work. and try to just somehow get away from the hacker. If I don't think I have like any other suggestions that could help that I know of, at least. But yeah, what are you guys saying? Well, we technically already did it a long time ago, but it didn't go as well because there wasn't a lot of proof, and the people just thought we were crazy. Now we have proof. Nice. I'm glad you were able to file a report that will hopefully be taken seriously by them. Fun fact: Latios can be shiny hunted. Cool. That's awesome, dude. I'm so hyped. Okay, let's get into it. I have not been able to stream any earlier because I was a bit busy today. Hopefully tomorrow I can stream right away, because I will definitely stream the game tomorrow as well. But hey, for now, let's focus on this stream. I'm excited. You know what I found out? Yo, what up, my boy Eldian? Welcome to the stream. You know what I found out? Apparently, Mega Garchomp Z's Mega Stone is not in the game. It's locked behind a mystery gift. So technically the data for it is in the game, but we cannot get it until the mystery gift event goes live. So we just gotta wait, which is tragic, right? Please don't let us wait too long. I could imagine them just saving it for Pokemon Day, and I hope they will not do that, but I can imagine them wait with the mystery gift all the way till then. Man, I've been using Garchomp all the time in the DLC, expecting the Mega Stone at some point. So now, unfortunately, you gotta go, bro. You gotta go for a new Mega. I guess I could use it sometimes. Oh, and I found out how to get the Raichu's Mega Stone. So apparently, it's really silly. You have to complete 2 quests. Not from the DLC, but from the main game, before you can unlock the DLC quest for the Raichu Mega Stones, which is super lame. Dang, because I've been skipping so many quests. I usually don't do the quests, unless they're like really cool, like a quest where you can get a Mega Stone, like in the DLC. There weren't any quests for Mega Stones in the original game, but that's why I didn't do any of them. But apparently we gotta trade... Right, we gotta trade a Raichu for an Alolan Raichu. That's like one quest. That's also the only way you can get an Alolan Raichu. But apparently we gotta finish all the Pikachu and Raichu related quests, which are 2 of them. So let's definitely do that. Okay, I fast traveled to the wrong spot. Let's fast travel again. And there we'll have like a Raichu quest. So let's take like a Pikachu from my box. I hope I have like an extra Pikachu. And I'll evolve it ASAP and I'll trade it away for Alolan Raichu. I do not want to trade away my shiny one. Let me just put it in my box, just in case I misclick or something. I really don't want to trade it away. So let me find a Pikachu. If I don't have one, we'll catch one, I guess. I did delete a bunch of Pokemon I do not need. Oh wait, I do have one. Here we go. We got an Alpha one. Yeah, I don't really care about like an Alpha Raichu. I have a shiny one. Ooh, yeah, the nature's not even that good either. Yeah, let's just trade the way. I'm glad I got one. Do I not have another one? If I don't, I'll just trade this one. I don't care. Alright, cool. Let's do it. Just in case, let's save the game. It's crazy how we have a ton of team members, but most of them barely do any work because they probably don't even know our plans. Well, isn't it, you know, not to be rude, but is it like not a good idea to just tell them the plan? If they know, they could maybe like help out. What are you saying? If you have a Raichu, I'd love to battle it with my Alolan Raichu. Make sure you only have a Raichu in your party. I'll do the same. Oh wait, it's a battle? I thought you had to trade. I mean, if it's a battle, let's do it. Sure, I'll use my shiny one. I hope I don't have to trade. I thought you had to, but I guess I misremembered. Okay, I'll be using my shiny one, if it's a battle. Let's do it, people. The Raichu versus the Raichu face-off. Okay, what item do we have? Quick Claw? Yeah, you have Quick Claw. I should give it like a better nature. It's bashful right now. I do need to change its moves for a Raichu versus Raichu battle. What would be good against a fellow Raichu? This is a special one. Okay, Focus Blast should be really strong. Let's go for that. We have what? Do we have Reflect? I mean, no, Light Screen. Do we have that? We do have Nasty Plot, which is strong as heck. Because Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, Focus Blast, Dazzling Gleam. I think. Oh, we do have Light Screen. I think Light Screen could be kind of clutch, but I think Nasty Plot is better, right? Just go for Nasty Plot. Okay, let's save the game and let's do the battle. Mega Pyroar's hair represents a symbol of the kanji for fire. Oh, I do know about Akurum. But the issue is, I like the design inspiration, but it still does not really fix the fact that, you know, the design looks a bit too silly. I wish they did something cooler with it. But the inspiration for the design is cool. The kanji of fire. The same kanji which you see being used in whenever a Pokemon uses Fire Blast, right? It just leaves a huge imprint of the fire kanji. Oh, you brought a Raichu. Well, then care to battle my Alolan Raichu? Yeah, let's do it. Both Raichu have their charms, but the Alolan form has a different type. That means different strengths and weaknesses stay on your toes. Oh wait, I forgot this is a psychic one. Maybe I had like a dark type moves I could have teach my Raichu. I'm not sure. I cannot remember if I saw dark type moves in this move list. Okay, let's do it. I bet she's actually pretty weak, right? Because this is like a very early mission, which I skipped. I don't think this is like a late game mission. I might be misremembering again, but let's find out. Oh, that's pretty strong. Holy heck. Focus Blast. Nasty Plot. Dazzling Gleam. Why did it miss? Oh no, it missed. Dazzling Gleam. Go, go, go. Ooh, I almost lost. Somehow one of my attacks did not hit. And I was behind on damage. But in the last second, I made up for it somehow. I think maybe the Alolan form can't use its true power without Alolan pancakes to fuel it. I mean, isn't Raichu a pancake? Wouldn't that be like a pancake eating a pancake? That's a bit weird. What a spectacular victory, but don't go assuming we're done here yet. The committee to highlight Alolan Raichu and generate excitement has one last thing to offer. Let's trade your Raichu for my Alolan Raichu. What do you say? Not this one. It's too bad. Well, change that. Well, that's too bad. Well, charge will always be there waiting if you change your mind. Okay, I do want to trade, but not this one. Okay, so we did have to trade after all. That's fine. We can do that. My boy Gorochu took a beating, but we did win. Now let's put one Pokemon on our team, or a few of them. Rather. Not only that, but due to Roblox's latest update, we will soon not be able to talk to most of our team members because we will only be able to talk to people in our age group and trusted friends. I see, so they're updating like their policy. That's rough, buddy, but maybe that's for the better. You never know, dude. Roblox is a pretty wild place from what I've heard. Okay, let's go use Staraptor. Love my boy Staraptor. Where's my boy? Yeah, there you are. Yellow Blast. Okay, let's do Charizard. DLC team. Complete. Besides the Mega Garchomp Z, unfortunately. Oh wait, we do have to trade your Raichu away. RIP Raichu. See ya, buddy. You will be a noble sacrifice. The sacrifice needed for me to get the Mega Raichu Stones. And if I remember correctly, I did complete the other quest, which you need to complete to unlock the Mega Raichu quest And the other one is the quest where you have to trade a Pikachu for a Heracross. And then you get like the Heracross nicknamed Boyce. Boyce is the GOAT, right? Everyone loves that Heracross because it's so strong early in the game. And it's pretty crazy you can get an Heracross that early in the game. Bro, look at how big the Raichus they got. It's gigantic, the alpha one. Alright, cool. Thank you. So wait, will they keep standing around with my huge Alola? I mean, huge Raichu? No, never mind, they left. The NPCs left. Okay. That's cute. So now we got Alolan Raichu. Fluffy. Alright, that's cute. I will not be using you though. That's definitely cute. Okay, let's clean up this box real quick. This is my shiny box. I don't want any other Pokemon in here that aren't shiny. Or like, no, this is my competitive box. I use my competitive Pokemon in here. Okay, there we go. And you go into the shiny box. That's here. Dang, we have so many like Pokemon we don't need. Give me a second, I'll quickly delete them. Yeah, don't need any of these Chainlink. Do a shiny Numble. Pretty hype. Do not need the Starly. Wait, these are all shinies. Sometimes it's hard to tell, bro, of these shinies. Yeah, these are no shinies. Okay, good. Let's delete them. I have like OCD. I'm like scared to delete a shiny Pokemon, which what you call it, is in between the Pokemon which aren't shiny. Man, I wish I could like separate, like control which box would get filled up with wild Pokemon. It happens automatically, but I wish I could like assign a box specifically to be filled up with Pokemon I catch. That would be some good quality of life. Okay, where is the shiny Raichu? There you are. Join the squad! Alright, cool. Now, let's try and... Oh, wrong button. Yeah, let's try and find... Oh, here it is. It showed up. This is the quest for the Raichu. It's all the way in the mall to the north of the map. Cool, we can do it. Let's do it, people. A mega Raichu time. Apparently, I already was able to do the quest much earlier into the DLC, but I just did not unlock it due to not have completed that side quest, which we just did right now for the Alolan Raichu. Okay, let's heal up a little bit, and let's do the quest. Okay, where do we enter? I think it's like on this side of the Pokemon Center, the entrance to the mall. Hey, there we go. Okay, we have to go inside right here. We have some donuts. No, we don't have any good donuts. Okay, we gotta get to some donut making. Let's go to the hotel. Right, and let's start making some good donuts. Oh, you're saying we talked about our plans on Discord. Most of our members don't have Discord, but none of us tell them about our plans. Bro, that really does not help, my boy Gaster. That does not help. That's a bit hard to communicate if they don't have Discord. Hopefully you guys found another way. Okay, let's make some donuts. We have some really strong donuts. Let's see. I forgot which donuts we had. We do have a bunch. We only need to make a 2-star donut. Can I make a 2-star donut with like regular berries? Let's find out. Nope, I cannot. Maybe use this one. I could, but I don't have a lot of that of that berry. Guess let's add this to it. Okay, this will do. Now let's use some regular berries to fill up the empty space. Perfect. I'm gonna go grind piggy tokens. I need them for limited skins. Alright, good luck, man. Get those skins, bro. I'm also grinding for skins. Yo, in the DLC, you got a bunch of cool outfits, which are practically skins. And yo, my boy Aziz, welcome, dude. I was finally able to fix the stream. Looks like someone has the most experience. Bro, you are obsessed, my dude. You're obsessed about that experience, bro. Okay, let's make some more donuts, actually. I need more. I need stronger donuts for exploring, not just this one I made. Let's make a really strong donut. Let's use 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, boom. Do like one more. Oh my god, plus 50 levels. That's insane. Yeah, looking good. Let's make donut. Ooh, looks cute. A golden donut. Wow, look at all those effects. With 6 of these berries, I'm apparently able to make 6 of like the strongest berries I have. I'm apparently able to make a donut with 3 effects at once. Mega power, resistance, and item power. Not bad. Donuts are getting OP. Let's make another one. Let's see, what ingredients go well with each other? Let's try and mix and match some ingredients, which have similar effects. So, if I'm looking at this correctly, right, the Hyper Grape Berry gives 60 spiciness. Let's get the Hyper Tomato Berry, which gives 25 spiciness. He's a Hyper Pomegranate Berry, which gives 35 spiciness to make it like super spicy. So let's max out the spiciness if we can. Now let's see what happens. Hyper Orange gives a bit of everything. Alright, let's do it. How long will stream be again? I think 6 hours. I'll stream for 6 hours, maybe longer, but probably 6 hours. It'll be a long stream. Not as long as yesterday because I'm starting a bit late, but it'll be long. We're going to enjoy the DLC. When will you make a Streamlabs or that thing I want, the quotes? The quotes are funny, I know, right? But the issue is my PC, when I'm streaming at least, my PC is, you know, it has to use more of its power because of that of Streamlabs. So that's why I went back to OBS and I'm using a different streaming software. But if I get like a new PC at some point, I'll download OBS back. I mean, Streamlabs back, because Streamlabs is the way better software. It's better than OBS. Just regular OBS. However, like I said, I can't do it right now. The quotes were funny. I don't think I have the quotes anymore, so we'll have to make new quotes. Once I downloaded it back in the future. Alright, we made a bunch of really strong donuts. So let's go back to exploring. Oh, OBS is so mad. Yeah, OBS is kind of like the basic streaming software. It's nothing like special, but it does get a job done and it works well. That's a nice thing. And if you have like not a really strong PC, then OBS is like perfect to start with. But if you want more stuff, you want like a better looking stream, more stuff to it, you need like other streaming softwares. Or you need to edit. You can also edit OBS and add some stuff to it. However, that also makes your PC use more power. Which is why I'm not doing that. Alright, let's do it. DLC time. I bet we'll have to battle again or something like that. I mean Mega Raichu time, not just DLC time. So if we have to battle, I guess I'll use Garchomp after all. It's like using the magnifying app as your main camera. Yes, something like that, exactly. Exactly. But the quality is good, don't get me wrong. It just doesn't look like super nice and you don't have like this extra stuff. But the quality of the streams are totally fine. Well, I got to start making editing a new video. Alright, good luck, dude. See ya, buddy. Thanks for dropping by. And we entered hyperspace, Lumios. Let's explore. Let's look at the map. Nothing special, okay. Let's just explore all around. So somewhere here there should be a quest for Mega Raichu. Oh, look at that! The Raichu's back! Oh my god, there's also the Alpha Raichu, which I traded her. Oh, it's you! Thank you again for giving me that Pikachu back then. Oh wait, is she the person I traded whatchamacallit? My Pikachu for a Heracross? The Thunderstones really are wondrous, aren't they? I just adore my Raichu. Alola. Then thanks for the tray, the Pokemon tray. Of course, the Raichu gave me such a delight. But today, the two of us aren't here to ask you for another favor, but rather to do one for you. Because we're here to show you. Raichu's Mega Evolutions. Yo, let's go! We're going to see Alpha Mega Evolved Raichu. With like a little Raichu, that's funny. Are we ready to battle so we can show off our Mega Evolved Raichu duo? Alright, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Then allow us to demonstrate in battle. Behold the Mega Evolutions of Raichu. What editing software do you use? I use Adobe Premiere Pro. It's pretty much one of the industry standards for editing. Adobe Premiere Pro, and there's like another, DaVinci. DaVinci is also really good. Those two in particular are amazing, but you don't need them. But if you really want to make really nicely edited videos, you do. But you can use anything to start your channel with, like any editing software. Really, when you're starting out. They're both so big, they're alpha-sized. But my PC is not that strong, so I don't edit that much anyway. Wait, they're both using Alpha? Or Raichu changed into an Alpha Raichu, what the heck? Out of nowhere. But don't worry, I'm an Alpha, Shiny, a Garchomp. Transform into Mega Raichu X and let loose electromagnetism from your twin tails. Allow me to battle you on the behalf of the Mega Raichu Y Promotion Committee. Bruh. They're really evolving. Don't worry. We're evolving too. Let's all evolve. All the homies are Mega evolving. Earthquake. Holy, that's 1 KO. I'm too strong. But that was a Raichu used with Thunderstone on, and I'd even given it the Raichu Knight X to hold. You mean even a Mega Raichu Y can defeat you in your team? That's just too strong. I mean, it's a Garchomp, bro. It's a Mega Garchomp. What do you think? No wonder he came out on top. You're an amazing ZA Royale trainer. That was just what I expect from a trainer who saved Lumio City from certain doom. It seems we've got to thank you once again, Gar. It's thanks to you our Raichu duo was born. As an expression of my appreciation, I'd like to gift you of this Raichu Knight X Stone. Yo, let's go, man. We can Mega Evolve him. I want to see how both the shiny... How both the Mega Evolutions look as shiny Pokemon. Please have this Raichu Knight Y Stone from me. Awesome, that's the one I need. That's the one I'll be using. Hope we meet again someday. Alola. Alola. Yo, this is peak. This is peak, bro. Gotta read my last message. I think the main quality issue isn't from OBS or PC. Then from what is it? And what do you mean main quality issue? I have... The stream quality is totally fine. I'm just saying I don't have access to quotes and all that extra stuff. Yo, let's give him the Mega Stone. This is the first one out of the shiny Pokemon prepared for DLC. Which can Mega Evolve into a new Mega. Let's see how they look. Raichu Knight Y. Let's start Raichu X. I want to use Y. Let's save it for last. But I want to see X because I will not be using X much until I beat the DLC. Or at all, I think. Can't Mega Evolve. I need some shards. Okay, let's explore a bit. Let's find some Mega Shards. Hopefully there are some. Maybe there's nothing because the only reason we came to this area is to get the Mega Stone, so it's completely empty. Yeah, I think it's empty. Okay, let's leave and let's Mega Evolve, I guess, outside of this area. I see the stream's quality close to 420p. Nah, it should be 720. Oh, what the heck? The quality might actually be low. Hold up. It might be low, actually. Let me see. Let me try and fix it. No, it's really good. It's 720p. What are you saying? It is good. This is 720p quality. The game is in 720p on Switch 1. Maybe you should increase the quality on your app, or I don't know, on your PC, whatever you're using to watch the stream. Okay, let's use Raichu and let's collect some Mega Shards to evolve it quickly. Where are you going, bro? Ah, all the way there to break the stones? Got it. I need one more Mega Shard. Then I can evolve the Raichu. Right, I can evolve it. Awesome. Come here. Come here, my boy. My shiny boy. What the heck? So the shiny... Okay, the shiny looks... What the heck? It floats. Look at it. Look at this guy. He floats on around. What the heck? Does the Pokédex say anything about that? That's awesome, dude. Nah, that's epic. Doc, joke was about Switch 1 quality. I really need to explain the joke. What joke? The quality is fine. The joke does not work. The quality is totally fine. Maybe the joke would have worked if the quality is actually bad. The funny part, it isn't. You know what? You know what is funny though? Okay, let's look at how the regular one looks versus the shiny. So this is regular one. This is shiny. Okay, so it's like yellow, like a Pikachu. Wait, hold up. This looks a bit like a Pikachu color-wise. Yeah, it has like the reddish cheeks a bit. It has like the red in the eyes, like a Pikachu. That's funny. And the back, yeah, the back has like the stripes like a Pikachu color. Yeah, there's like a Raichu color of the orange. That's cool. I like that. But yeah, anyway, like the joke would have worked if like the quality is actually bad in some capacity, but it isn't. You know what is bad? Waste buying a machine with no games on it, right? And for like just like a slight quality upgrade for $500 and $70 games too. That's pretty bad. I too like throwing money. I too like throwing money around for no reason. Are you saying 780? I did not say 780. I did not say that. Okay, let me... I guess we have to wait till it's done Mega Evolving to try Mega Evolve it again. Let's just attack a little bit with it. I want to see some of the animations. Okay, it ended, never mind. I guess we'll see the Y evolution later, whilst we're like exploring the DLC. Give me that crisp Switch to 4K. I mean, the games are like still graphically not that great. Most of the games available right now are Switch 1 games, but just upgraded to Switch 2. And it's like a barely upgrade in performance, but the graphics are made for Switch 1. So there are like almost no games you can play now. It's a complete waste. You bought like a console with like nothing on it. You have like an empty box, bro. And you have like Mario Kart World. Well, the Kirby game is better. You don't even have like the better karting game. And you're playing it on the Switch too. When Mario Kart 8 is just as good, or maybe in some ways even better. Because there's like nothing like Mario Kart World adds, which is like that amazing. That doesn't feel like a waste of money to buy. That is the actual funny part. Okay, anyway, let's start exploring some dimensions. Right? I need a few more points before... Yeah, I have like maxed out the survey points to advance the story. Okay, are there any Pokemon I want to catch from DLC? Oh, Trico and Grovyle! Oh, we gotta get that boy. Gotta get that boy. Trico and Grovyle. Need that voice Skeptile, man. Any other cool new Pokemon on the map? Nah, son. Let's go. Wait, there's another quest. Oh wait, that's the quest for the Jacint outfit. I don't want to do that. Yeah, let's go here. Bro, let's get that Trico and Grovyle. wait, I misclicked. Let's go to the map. Yeah, let's go this way. And your main argument is that there is no games. There are like no games, bro. That's unlike that's just like a fact. There's like barely any games. I sent all my Switch 1 games and Switch 2 new Switch 2 exclusive games and imagine a long new game. What are you trying to say? What do you mean sent? What do you mean with that? Bro, you know what the funny part is? Like, these games, most of them, which are available, are made for Switch 1. They have, like, graphics made for Switch 1, right? So if you're playing it, like, in HD, you see all the bad graphics crispier. And even better how bad it is. That is the funny part. The funny part is on Switch 1, these graphics of at least Switch 1 games, right? I'm not talking about other games. Like, there are like barely any other games. There's only Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart World, and now Kirby Air Rider, but you don't even have that game. So you only have like Mario Kart, right? And that's like nothing. You have like nothing, bro. That's the funny part. Maybe a year later there'll be some more games, and it's worthwhile to get a Switch 2. Now it's just funny. But I'm glad other people are getting the system. That means like Nintendo's earning money, and they'll use that money to make better games, to do more stuff. And you can help me support my games that I'll be buying in the future by buying a by buying a system which is actually useless right now. You mostly play games which look super bad in HD, and you can see even better how bad they look. The funny thing is, people don't understand that. But I'm glad. Pay for my system for the future. You should do that. Okay, where is the quest? I think I went the wrong way. Oh, it became daytime, so it disappeared. Oh wait, that's Surfetched. We could get Surfetched. It's very funny that Surfetched is in this DLC. Yeah, it disappeared because it came daytime. That's unfortunate. Let's sleep on a bench. Maybe we'll like Trico or maybe Torchic will come back. Let's do that, okay? Or not sleep, I mean just pass time on the bench. Are those not good games? What do you mean, Zelda? Gen 10 is not out yet. I'm talking about right now. In the future, there will be better games, and it'll be worth it to buy Switch 2, in my opinion. Like you're saying, like Gen 10 is good, that'll be hype. That'll be probably Switch 2 exclusive game, which means it'll be only made for that system. And they can make like better graphics specifically for the Switch 2. So that's good. That'll be like an actual Switch 2 game. The new Zelda a few years later, that'll be worth it. Splatoon, I agree. The new Mario, I don't really care about that. I think the Kirby game is better. The Kirby racing game. But if we get a bunch of those games, okay. Then I'll be like, yo, the Switch 2's hype and I gotta get it. Heck yeah. But now, there's like nothing. There's only like I think the only game I really want to play on Switch is Donkey Kong and nothing else. And I guess the Kirby game's pretty good, the racing one. Okay, wait, let's see. Do we have any areas? Maybe like 1 year later, it'll be worth it. And I think Gen 10 might come out next year too. Alright, so I'll probably get a Switch. I'll have to. A Switch 2, I mean. Because like I'm a Pokemon creator. I just have to have like a Pokemon, I have to be able to play the latest Pokemon. And I like to as a fan, too, right? I don't want to wait around. Yeah, okay, we need to get on the bench again. I just want to have like, I just want to explore like a good area. With some Hoenn starter Pokemon. Sadly, we cannot get the Mega Stones. for the Hoenn starter Pokemon because they're locked behind ranked. We gotta wait till the ranked season starts, which has them as a reward. The next ranked season will have Mega Excalibur's stone. So yeah, it'll and after that we'll start getting the Hoenn Mega Pokemon. So we'll have to wait for like 4 more weeks, I think. Okay, wait. Let's look at the map. Come on, bro. Give me like a Trico, a Torchic. Okay, nothing yet. Gulpin. Come on, bro. Give me like the epic starter Pokemon. Let's go on the bench again. Okay, let's check the map. Cannot wait to shiny hunt in this game. I really want to try and shiny hunt for the Latios and Latias. I'd love to use those in ranked when the next ranked season begins in ZA. Man, I told you guys that I would do like a bunch of ranked battles before, right? When I said, oh, after beating the game, when I was still streaming a month ago, but I just didn't get to it. So let's do it this time, okay? After I beat the DLC, let's do like a bunch of ranked content. Let's do battles against viewers in Legends ZA. It'll be a really good time. Okay, nothing. No cool zone to explore. Let's try again. What do you mean? I can see the bad graphics faster on Switch 2. Give me one game that had bad graphics on Switch 1 and 2. I dare you, but Scarlet Violet got free updates. No, it's still bad. Scarlet and Violet are still bad. Do you know why? Tell me what got updated. Don't worry, I'll tell you. It got a performance update. That's the only thing. It got better frames and it got better resolution. Right? So it looks crispier. Right? Looks more high quality. But the graphics themselves are still poorly made. The design, you can just see that it lacks details, it lacks shading, it lacks lighting. It lacks a bunch of stuff which Legends ZA does have. A bit way better than Scarlet Violet. It's an unfinished game, graphically. And the update fixed nothing about that. It only makes it so you have a higher frame rate, so everything moves on the screen more smoothly, and it looks crispier, so you can see all the details better. You can see all the bad graphics which were not improved upon with an update. If you want to actually improve the graphics, you have to make the game from the ground up again. You have to like start making the game with developing it again. And they're not gonna do that for a game that's already out. To put that much effort and time and money into a game again. They're moving on to the next Pokemon game when developing that. Which they did, Legends ZA. That's the point. They're not gonna go back and fix that. They only gave the performance update. And that's like the best example I can give you of a game that looks completely bad on the Switch too. But it runs smoother. Okay, let's look at the map. So do we have like we have Glimmet. I do want to catch this. Glimmora got a new evolution. Yo, let's do that. Do you have any other cool zone I can go to? I want to see Glimmora's. Oh, we got Torchic. Oh, we gotta go do Torchic first. Yo, Torchic gang. Awesome. Let's definitely do that one. Okay, what's this? Nothing special. Ooh, got second Marshtomp. Second evolution of my boy Mudkip. Or rather, my kid, Mudkip. Oh, so you're comparing a 2022 game to a late 2025 game. They are both Switch 1 games, bro. It doesn't matter. They're both made for Switch 1. The only difference is this game didn't even get a Switch 2 game. It got the Switch 2 Edition game, which is also a performance boost. The graphics themselves still are made for Switch 1. This is ZA is also a Switch 1 game. That's why it's for both Switch 1 and Switch 2. And that's usually what happens when games are multi-platform, with the older generation platform included. Because they have to be able to run on both platforms, the graphics and the performance will be limited. It could be way better if it's only made for the newest console. But ZA also is not made for the newest console. And it has like similar graphics quality, but the graphics are made way better for this game. Like, this is actually like a more finished game than Scarlet and Violet. And you can go and watch videos comparing it. And I can like point you out how weird Scarlet and Violet looks. I can like show you screenshots if you ever join the Discord. We can talk in there and I'll show you how bad Scarlet and Violet looks compared to this game. And they're both Switch 1 games. It doesn't matter if this game came out like 2 or 3 years later. The point is, they're both made for the same system. And they run on the same engine, by the way. This is the Scarlet and Violet engine. But the game was just better made. And Scarlet and Violet was not made better. And it doesn't matter if it got the performance update. They're both Switch 1 games. The point is that you just don't really get much of an upgrade if you get like the update on the Switch 2 for Scarlet and Violet. That's the funny part. But if Gen 10 comes out, that will probably be like a way better game. Yeah. That'll look way better. That will be a way better game. Do have fun with these few last months. I mean, I'm getting the Switch 2 for Gen 10. And I'm having a blast. Not wasting my money. On like these really bad performance updates too. Like the Switch 2 Edition games. I'm not buying those. I'm just playing it on the Switch 1. And when the Switch 2 exclusive games come out, sure, and there are a bunch of them, that'll be fun. But there's like nothing now. Okay, yeah, we have to go here. So let's go up. I was looking for an elevator. Okay, cool. And now let's walk to the zone. To the wild zone. Portal. Should be there, right? Hey, here we go. Alright, let's go and catch Torchic. Use my boy Scolipede, not Scolipede, I mean Golisopod. There's almost no games in production. Yeah, because they moved on to a new console. The point is, there are a huge amount of games for the Switch 1. And there's like no benefit to playing them on the Switch 2, like barely any benefit. Is the point I'm making. It doesn't matter if they're not making more games. The point I'm making is there are more games in the Switch 1. And there's like no reason to switch, ironically, right? That's the whole point I'm making. It doesn't matter if they're not producing anymore. Okay, well, liquidation. Let's teach it Aqua Jet. No, I do need Leech Life. Okay, there we go. I'm ready. My donuts are a bit too strong, but whatever. Let's use one of them. Let's use a weaker one. We just want to catch Torchic. Hurry wasting money. You could have got a Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World. I mean, you don't need a Switch 2. And Mario Kart World is, I don't know, like, it's not that much greater than Mario Kart 8 in my opinion. Kirby Air Ride is cool though. I like that game. That came out. That's a cool one. Yo, let's go catch a Torchic. Earthquake. Attack all of them. Bro, I caught not even a single one. Come on, bro. Finally. There we go. Let's try and do a few missions. Destroy floating balls. Okay, get that. Gotta catch a Houndour. 2 of them. Okay, let's destroy another Pokeball. Look, oh, there are Houndours. Okay, there they are. Get them! Earthquake. Okay, got one, but I need another one. Destroy some floating Pokeballs. Need 2 more. Okay, there's another one. Final floating ball, but I do not have... I'm missing one Houndour is the issue. Okay, it's 1 AM, I'm going to sleep. Good night, my dude. Thanks for joining the stream, I appreciate my boy Aziz. Always a good time with you around, buddy. Thanks for supporting Nintendo. No, with the Switch 2. Supporting the system while buying in the future. I appreciate it, buddy. Bro, I need another Houndour. Oh, I know what I can do. I can, like, maybe fast travel. I learned this trick from, like, a YouTube tweet. I mean, from a tweet. Not a YouTube vid. Maybe the Pokemon refreshed. Nope. There are no Houndours. But I need, like, 1 more for the mission. Come on, bro. I don't need me some Houndours to show up. Yo, what am I doing, Branda? Are you playing the DLC? I saw in the Discord like a while back that you bought the ZA. And you finally made your granny character from your YouTube channel in the game. You got a grandma drip. Sadly, they have like no bandages. Because your granny has like this whole shtick going on that she's like beating up, right? At least that's how it looks. I'm trying to make a Houndour spawn. Because I need to finish like 1 more mission. But I'm like out of time. I only have 30 seconds left. And the Houndours are not showing up. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to finish the mission. But I did get a bunch of Torchics. I haven't got a DLC. I don't know if I'll get it. Game's kind of mid. You don't like ZA? I like it. It's like a fun game. It's better than Scarlet and Violet in my opinion. But the one thing I do like about Scarlet and Violet is always like the competitive battling of traditional Pokemon. But the main game itself is really mid of Scarlet and Violet. After having played it and you having like thought about it, like Scarlet and Violet's main game is like super mid. This game is like way more like fun to just battle and It feels like more like an anime, which I like. But this is not really a competitive game. That's the only issue, though. This is like more of like a party game if you want to do like any of the online battling. It's a bit too clunky. Okay, let's go for the Glimmet, because apparently Glimmer has a Mega Evolution, so we gotta catch a Glimmet. We gotta see what's up with that. It's alright, story's just very repetitive. Really? I thought this story is like way better than Scarlet and Violet's. Besides like the final segment with going to Area Zero, Arven's story, I think that's really good. But the story here is pretty good. Besides that and ZA, the story is pretty good and way better than anything Scarlet and Violet does. Like Corbeau, like the whole stuff with Rust and the Kid is pretty fun, very entertaining and pretty funny. I think this AZ story was really tragic. I wish they only showed more about when AZ passed away. I think that's handled poorly in this game. It randomly, at the end of the game, just cuts away to him dying, which is a bit weird. And we only get to see them standing at the grave. But I guess it's like a kid's game, so they can't make it too sad. I don't know. And I guess outside the Corbeau story, I just kind of like the finale. Besides, like, the cinematics of the finale. That's pretty cool. Okay, I gotta go this way. Gotta go fly back. I went the wrong way. All I do is run around, get medals, beat trainer, and repeat honestly. I mean, that's what you do in Scarlet and Violet 2 in any Pokemon game, right? But there's just no like mode around it. This is like sort of like a mode, Battle Royale mode, which you keep playing a battle trainers in. But in regular traditional Pokemon games, you just aimlessly battle trainers. As well, it's like the same thing, but packaged differently, and with a different battle system. And the gym leaders in like traditional Pokemon games, the equivalent of those are the rank up battles, right? Which you do after completing getting all the tickets you need. But the difference is in this game, you actually have like a story arc around each Pseudo gym leader. Like Kanari has her own story, Corbeau. I like also I like Jacinthe. Jacinthe is really fun. I like Jacinthe's arc and Corbeau a lot. And the stuff with Lebain. That was really funny. Kanari's kind of whatever. It's like alright. And then the finale. I like the part of Grisham and them flashing out Team Flare a bit more. And Lysandre. Lysandre is such a good character in this game. He's like way better developed. They just added more to him. He had his own character arc. And AZ is of course good too. How you befriend him and you learn that he actually like is dying and then just passes away. And finally, finds his friends after being alone for like 3,000 years. I think that's like a pretty nice story. That's like way better than whatever Scarlet and Violet ever did with the cringe bully thing. And like the cringe bully characters. And, just the regular boring Pokemon League. Although the Arven story is great. That's like one out of the... You have like 3 storylines in Scarlet and Violet. The Pokemon League. You have Team Star, and you have Arven's story. And Arven's story is really great. That's like better than, I guess, the stories in this game, generally speaking. You have like more fun stories in this game all around. True, but the maps are so small that, yeah, the maps are small, I agree. That's like, this game being in the city is really not good. That's like a very bad choice. I came into this game, I was like, let me give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe, they do a lot of the sewers, because in Paris, you have the catacombs, and they could like expand and add like biomes on the ground. Kind of like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl did. But it's really lackluster. The sewers are like nothing. They're like just sections. Like small sections to explore. It's pretty lazy. So yeah, I agree with that. Like, that's an unfortunate part. Alright, let me make some better donuts. My donuts really suck, and I don't want to use my stronger donuts. So let's make some slightly weaker donuts. Yeah, I do like that map was big. I really like, but the issue with Scarlet Violet 2, the map is big, but it's pretty empty, right? Like, I feel like games, like the best game that handles open worlds, like Breath of the Wild. Because you have like really big sections, and with like dungeons, like in Tears of the Kingdom, like huge dungeon sections, which are more meaty locations, meaty in terms of content, which you go through. But outside of that, you also have just like puzzles across the map, and I feel like the way the world with the verticality and how you climb everything, all the nook and crannies in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, that's just more interesting to explore than like most open world games. And I do think Scarlet Violet handled it in a pretty boring way. It's open world, even though there is like the scope is bigger, which is fun in itself though. So, you know, that's why I kind of like Legends Arceus more. I feel like Legend Arceus did it like I think the best. They have scattering like alpha Pokemon across the map. That's like more fun to engage with, and with the noble boss battles. And it didn't really have like an open world, but it had like open sections, like pretty big open sections to explore. But in comparison, ZA map is small, it's still empty. Yeah, true, I guess, true. I do agree, like, the map is a big issue with this game. But still, the story content is fun to me. I think, generally, this is, like, one of the best games that, in terms of how it's handled the quote-unquote gym leaders. Them having their own story arcs. And I think Onsha, like, DLC is pretty fun. I like the story of the DLC so far. Okay, I think this is enough, yeah. Let's make the donut. Yeah, the thing what I don't like about this game's story, the stories in themselves are fun because they're antagonists. So there's actually an opposing, there's an opposing party which you face in each like story arc. Like either it's the opponents you face in ZA Royale with their own story arcs, or the general like phenomenon you have to tackle with the rogue mega evolutions. But there is no real villain in this game, and I do like that there are games with an actual villain, right? Whether it's a villain that's redeemed or not, it doesn't matter. Like an actual villain is way better. That's what I like about Legends Arceus. It does have an actual villain follow, and there's an entire bit. The main story is actually the entire build up to follow, and it'll all come together in the post game. And that is what I do like about Legends Arceus, that it had that build up and the twist will follow, and that made just the game all the way better. Especially with how good the battle was to follow. Like that battle was super exciting, lore wise, story wise, and the actual execution with Giratina and him having like 8 Pokemon. So I do wish there's like an actual villain at some point, and I think that would make the story have a bit more tension. But the point is, they're still like antagonists, not real villains, which are still exciting with their own stories in ZA. And overall, there's like more stuff to go through with the story that's more fun than the overall experience in other Pokemon games. Like, this game is worth it to me, but not for the full price, is how I usually say it. Like, you don't want to spend 70 bucks on this game, which I didn't. I bought the Switch 1 version, and I got it, like, for 50 bucks. So that's, like 15 bucks below the standard price. So if you want to count DLC, I got DLC for quote-unquote half the price, which I'm totally fine with. I think I paid the right amount for this game. I just wish there was more in between the ZA Royale and the boss battles. I feel like the ZA Royale is the in-between part though. That is the in-between part. Aside from like story segments with your rivals and the story at the hotel, and sometimes the interruptions of Lysandre and Zygarde. I think they did that pretty well. The only point is, I think the final battle could have been better. With Zygarde of the tower, you fight the buds at the bottom of the tower, which is kind of boring. I think we did talk about this before when you entered stream. You fight the buds, but there's like an entire tower, which is only defeated in the cinematics of Zygarde, which you don't actually like battle the tower itself, just the buds at the bottom of the tower, which is kind of lame. So the execution of the boss fight could have been way better. Like you could have climbed atop Zygarde's back and controlled Zygarde and fought against the tower in its full glory. That could have been like a second phase to the battle. It would have made it way better. But alas, you know. But that does not like detract from the fact that I do like the battle system in this game. It's fun, but it can like definitely be improved upon. I attempted. Oh, what up, my boy Lee? You're saying I attempted German speaking again? It's a little cooked because it's been a bit, but yo, let's enter this zone. But gist may be understood. The gist of it may be understood. I can type it well. The speaking is struggling. The part I struggle with. Gotcha, dude. Why are you trying German? Are you just trying to remember the language? Yeah, but because they forced you into the Z Royale numerous times, I just became boring to me. I guess there's like a bit of a repetitive aspect, but in my opinion, that's like no different from like any of the other Pokemon games you play. That's pretty much the same. It's like a recurring issue which I wouldn't attribute to just ZA. It's at least how I see it. Oh, what the heck, your Larvitar? To be fair, we can already get Tyranitar, so I don't really need to catch it at all. Okay, what's... Oh, I have to catch it for the mission, though. Okay, let's battle and catch it. Catch another one. Alright, cool. It did not stay in the ball. Let's go for it again. What's up, Randa? I can't sleep. Yo, what I'm gonna do? I mean, you can always just, you know what I do if I can't sleep and I like watching some streams? I just don't look at the screen, because if you look at the screen, it'll keep you awake due to the lights. Right? From this coming off the screen. So what I do is, I just, like, put on some headphones. I listen to the stream while I lay down. To any stream I like. And then I just fall asleep while listening. Kind of like a podcast, you know? That's what I usually do whenever I watch a stream. When I'm trying to fall asleep. It's almost 2 AM. Yeah, bro, go and sleep. It's pretty darn late for you. Damn, I need to collect a lot of these floating balls. Yeah, we were pretty close now. Mega Meowstic is epic. Is it? Is it? I want to try... I have not seen any of the Megas. I've only seen the ones I've so far encountered in the story. But I've not spoiled myself in terms of leaks. As far as appearances go of these new Mega Pokemon. So I'm really excited to see how they look. You say Mega Meowstic is cool? But... You know what my expectations are? I'll tell you my expectations for the design. I hope they'll make it like a bit more humanoid. It's already humanoid, but like more in proportion. Currently it has like a cat proportion, right? It looks like a cat that's standing on its 2 feet. But I want it to look like a bit more human-like, so the limbs should be a bit longer. That's what I hope for. Then maybe add some design quirks to it. That's all I ask for. they do that, that might be just an all-time banger. Honestly, they're all good. I think there are a lot of good ones. I think the DLC Mega... Oh, what the heck? My stream disconnected. What the heck? Okay, let me see in this chat what you guys are saying. Mega Glamour and Mega Meowstic are my faves. And we didn't get a Mega Blissey or Mega Wigglytuff. Of course we didn't. Come on now. They don't like Wigglytuff that much. Maybe Mega Blissey though. It could have happened. Okay, the stream's fine. Nice. Awesome. I can't hear you though. Yeah, I was like chatting for a bit. I was not talking because I knew it was disconnected. Bro, Aziz is really a hater, huh? What happened to my boy? I stopped streaming and this guy became like a spiteful hater. It's tragic to see, man. Bro took like the doom pill. Okay, what are you guys saying? Let me go back and see what you guys are saying. Yeah, Lee said my girlfriend speaks it and her parents do too. And for the university I want, I need B2 in German. B2? Ooh, that's a pretty high language level. Good luck, dude. That's like just below C1, right? And C1 is usually considered, like, in a lot of language systems as like D level, like a university level of speaking a particular language. Or like, I mean, just mastery over it. Zone. Okay, hold up. What are you guys saying in the chat? You guys still cannot hear me? What the heck? Hold up. Oh, that's weird. How does that work? Hold up. Okay, let me check the stream and see if you guys cannot hear me for real. What the heck? That's why I kind of... Okay, let me rewatch my stream a bit. Okay, ooh, that's a pretty high language level. Good luck, dude. That's like just below C1, right? Yeah, I can hear myself. Why can't you guys hear? I'm rewatching the stream and I can hear myself talking. Are you sure? Somebody else in the chat, let me know. Like Brenda, maybe Lee, who's watching. Can you hear me now or not? If nobody told me, I would have just assumed everybody could hear me. Because when I rewinded the stream, I was able to hear myself. Maybe my internet for that, I don't know. What do you mean? You mean you're like lagging behind in the stream? Is that it? I can hear. Okay, cool. Awesome. Then let's continue the stream. So yeah, let's go and pass time on the bench. Okay, let's see here. Off. Yeah, I think I'll just have B2 in German. B2? Ooh, that's a pretty high language below C1, right? C1 is usually considered... Yeah, I don't know. It is working for me. I'm like... I'm checking the stream and it's working perfectly fine. That's weird. You still can't hear me. That's so weird. Yeah, sometimes I'm a bit quiet. I guess I'll just restart the stream. I think I'll do that. And maybe that'll fix it. Okay, I'm currently going to make a new stream, if you guys can hear it, and then I will link the stream in the chat right now, the current one that's ongoing, and then you guys can go over to the new stream, and I'll start it in a bit. Let's do that. Because I don't think I can fix the current stream. I'll just try and restart it. Let's see.